issues like environment, please.
Thank you very much for giving the floor, and I also would like to thank the head of our National Assembly, Milli Meclis, to support our idea to establish this initiative group in order to strengthen our advocacy for the right to return. Armenia's actions against Azerbaijanis go beyond forcibly expelled them from their native lands. As my colleague Ismail Zed mentioned, in addition to destruction of Azerbaijani cultural heritage, and Armenia also caused some severe environmental impact, environmental catastrophe in the places where once lived by Azerbaijanis, by Western Azerbaijanis, and reckless mining operations distracted the environment here, where our Azerbaijanis formerly inhabited, and these operations caused to make these areas uninhabitable. This mirrors also Armenia's illegal mining activities in Azerbaijan's internationally recognized territories when they were under Armenian military occupation. The dangerous mining operations also have cross-border implications. It's not only affect on Armenia's environment, but also it affects and poses a great threat to neighboring countries, especially for example, through Caspian Sea to Central Asia and our south neighbors. Evidence-based data and studies that generated by NGOs, conducted by NGOs, show clearly that in the mining industry of the Republic of Armenia, the internationally recognized and acknowledged environmental norms and standards are grossly violated. For example, Environmental Protection First NGO Coalition conducted a comprehensive study together with the Space Agency of Azerbaijan, Azercosmos, where some satellite images of mining industry of Armenia collected, and it gives a chance to analyze, to understand, and assess the scale and long-term consequences, results of the extensive exploitation work that Armenia conducted. And this study report presents 26 ore mining deposits where they extensively carry out some exploitation work, and we have some space imagery. I would like to show some pictures to you. There is a difference 6 years, and you can obviously observe deforestation in these places. And here we have another evidence. You can also look at this, and the primary focus on these pictures that the mining operation deposits located near to river sites, river basins, which means that they discharge highly chemical toxic materials to the rivers, and also they use some poor water from the rivers during the processing. And here some pictures. You can see cyanide that dissolves to the poor water in rivers and how they degrade to soil. It is Gazan Suchai. Another in that study NGO prepared, it is a mineral resources map that shows how Armenia located their mining industry facilities, and also some actions. Primarily you can see that Armenia is geographically located in the upper basins of Kur and Araz rivers, which flows through Azerbaijan, and any mining activities in the rivers such Arpachai, Aparanchai, Megrichai, Zengichai, Vedichai, Bazarchai, etc. They are located in the upper and middle reaches of Kur and Araz rivers. That means that it has direct negative impact on our country, including neighboring countries through Caspian Sea. So you can also observe here the proximity of mining to river sites. It means again pollution of the rivers, fauna, flora, marine life, and also moreover the mining process use river waters. As a signatory to UN Espoo Convention and also Aarhus Convention, Armenia is obliged to consult with neighboring countries when their activities has a transboundary impact. In many cases, they should consult to get a consent from Azerbaijan side and also neighboring countries before conducting such acts, such activities. So civil society engagement is crucial for environmental protection and saving our planet, as you know. To date, for example, over 150 international NGOs, non-governmental organizations from 40 countries signed petitions, issued statements, then addressed written open letters to Armenian government in order to demand environmental accountability. As in the environmental case, civil society action, their meaningful engagement of civil society and their role is vital, is crucial for in advocacy and promoting the rights of Western Azerbaijanis. And Western Azerbaijan itself also as an NGO tirelessly advocate for safe and dignified return of expelled Azerbaijanis to their ancestral lands. And a safe return also involve to stop this ecocide in our formerly inhabited areas where we displaced once. And these actions, as my colleague mentioned, clearly violates the international human rights instruments such as UN Universal Declaration on Human Rights, Universal Covenants on Civil and Political Rights, and the Framework Convention on National Minorities, and etc. And the establishment of this initiative group on return to Western Azerbaijan is a crucial step for us to strengthening and to gather our power forces for advocacy for the rights of Azerbaijani refugees from Armenia at the parliamentary level. Our demand is clear and straightforward. We do not question and challenge Armenia's territorial integrity as well as sovereignty of them. It is not a territorial claim, but our issue is human rights issue. We call on Armenian government to restore our citizenship, to enable peaceful, safe and dignified return of Western Azerbaijan to their homeland where they were displaced. And I see significant role of Parliament in leading national public awareness in parliamentary level as well as in national level. For example, conducting educational programs, training of young people, media coverage, outlets, and cultural heritage highlighting Western Azerbaijanis culture and preserving their heritage. And also I see the significant point that our parliament can collaborate and strengthen their collaboration with civil society organizations to involve them for advocacy to return to our homeland. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you indeed, Ms. Valiyeva, for your very insightful coverage of environmental issues, whereas the cross-border impact of Armenia's reckless mining activities have long been known, but it's quite striking to see that those dangerous mining activities greatly overlap with the former places of residence of Azerbaijanis and where they're supposed to return. That gives a reason to thought. Our next speaker